The Middle of the Pack podcast.
That running isn't just all about like paces and PBs and running long distances. Like it's kind of just, it's good sometimes just to clear your head or take weight off your shoulders.
Welcome to episode 45 of the Middle of the Pack podcast. And that was Laura Garrigan, and she was talking about her running journey, which we'll be talking about her as we go into the episode. But just before we get started, just like to congratulate Martina Deasy and Antoinette Clark, who both won the tickets for the IGBF races coming up shortly that we talked about on episode 41 with Linda McKeown. But we're really concentrating on episode 45, where we will look at Laura Garrigan, and we'll start where we asked her all about her running journey. Welcome to episode 45 of the Middle of the Pack podcast. A little bit of background.
I got into running, so I was never really a runner. I grew up playing GAA, and that was kind of my running. I had no real running background. I was never really into athletics. Maybe in school we did the cross country running and stuff like that, but never really had like an athletic background. And then in 2023, I just decided I wanted to take up running and try get. We have a local Parkrun in Trim. It's just 10 minutes down the road. So I was putting it off and off and off, signing up, because you kind of sign up on your phone, you get your little bar tag for your Parkrun. And I was putting it off for ages. And I just said one week, I said, I got it. And then I didn't go for a few weeks. So I just said one week, I just said go. And I did it. Didn't do it comfortably. I would have said I couldn't do 5K up till that point. But I did complete the 5K. Not very comfortably, though. I took off way too fast. And probably blew up after about, it's a 2-loop. So once I did one loop, I was like, oh my God, I have to do another loop. But I got through it anyway. Didn't really enjoy it now, but I went again the next week and the week after. And I just, since then, that's where my running kind of started in 2023 at the Parkrun.
It's funny because a lot of people, I mean, I think the Parkrun is fantastic. A lot of people start that way, don't they? And but you didn't go from couch to, you didn't go straight into a 5K. Were you building up prior to doing the Parkrun?
No, see, I probably had some level of fitness from GAA. I was playing GAA up until that point.
Okay.
So I did have kind of like a base level of fitness, but if you told me to go out and run 5K now, I'd tell you I couldn't do it. But I, like I said, like I probably didn't enjoy it because I probably went out way too fast and I pushed myself way too hard. I probably didn't understand the whole pacing and things like that. But I did it, and I did enjoy the whole social aspect of it and meeting people and seeing people out and just the community kind of side of it. And I went back then every week after that, and then I could probably see an improvement. I could probably see myself enjoying it and kind of understanding that if maybe I don't go too fast at the start, I'd enjoy it a bit more if I kind of slowed down a little bit.
And did you progress from that then? Did you start getting the bug and going, I'm going to try a 10K next? And then...
Yeah. Yeah, so once I did a few 5Ks, I definitely, to this point now, I have never ran 10K. Like I never ever ran 10K. I remember once the girls on the team, they decided, right, we'll train and we'll do a 10K. For sure, I only did about half the training. I never did the 10K. So once I then took up the park runs, I was like, right, I'll try the 10K. And every week then I added on a bit, and I was probably doing another run myself. I did the park runs on the Saturday, and then maybe I did a run myself on a Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday of the week, and just progressed. And then one day I had no intentions of running 10K, and I was planning to do 8K, and then sure the 8K came around and I was like, geez, I feel grand. So I just kept going and I did the 10K that day, and I was delighted with life. And like you said, I caught the bug.
And what was next?
So I did my first park run. I think it was September, October. It was near Halloween. And then I did my first 10K. I think it was in November. It was my niece's christening day, I remember. Then I said, right, I'm going to do a half marathon. So I signed up to do the Wicklow JL half marathon in March. When I told people I signed up to do that one, they were like, you're absolutely mad. It's so hilly.
All right, that's a tough one, is it?
Yeah, it was anyone I've heard. And then I was on a few running pages on Facebook, and I was putting it in the Wicklow Jail half marathon, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, stay away from it! It's so hilly." To be fair, now where I run in Trim, like I would run a good few hills. Like hills would be kind of part of my route, but so I didn't actually find it that bad elevation wise. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I did it in under 2 hours,
Brilliant.
so I was happy out. Yeah,
And tell,
everyone kind of has
and
the goal of the under 2 hours, and I'm not gonna lie, I did too, but I pushed myself and I just got under the 2 hours. I think I was 1:59 for my first half.
and at that stage, then, were you following any training programs, apps, or were you just self?
No, I was kind of just tipping away. I was only running twice a week. I was doing the parkrun on a Saturday, and then on the Wednesday, I was just increasing my kilometers. I had no like knowledge of like intervals or tempo runs. Like I was just running. There was nothing special about my
Well,
training.
that's an achievement then to do under 2 hours.
Yeah.
And tell me, fueling, shoes, or were you still a novice and all of that back then as
I
well?
was still, yeah, definitely novice. I, my that they were my first pair of shoes. It was the Asics Nova Blasts. I remember my mom bought them for me as a present for to run my first half. And I think I only got them the week before. Like there was no breaking them in or anything. Like I had no knowledge of that either. And fueling wise, I was on gels. I think I was just using the Decathlon gels, and I think I had a few like jellies in my pocket.
Okay. And you've become
Yeah.
a bit more seasoned now, or is that
Yeah,
just
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. So from then I kind of just I wanted to get comfortable running that distance. So I just like I honestly enjoyed all my runs, and like I wasn't running for any particular reason. Like I was more running just like to clear my head and just kind of I really enjoyed it. I wasn't doing it like competitively or anything like that. I just continued tipping away at a few 5K, 10Ks, half marathons, and then I signed up. I got a ticket to do Dublin Marathon then. I just said, right, we'll do this. We'll do Dublin Marathon. So I got a ticket to do Dublin Marathon. So I was training away for that. And then I seen an ad on Instagram called Trasna. I'm wearing the t-shirt here.
uh-huh.
It was a relay across the country. That was all the information I was given. So I was like, right, we'll put our name out for this. Sure, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah, yeah.
So I didn't think I was going to get accepted. Next thing I was added to a group chat of 30 people, and I was told that I was accepted into the application. So I was signed up to run from Galway to Dublin as part of a relay.
All
That
right.
was last year.
That wasn't your leg. That was the whole, that was the shared
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. So we were then told that we were part of a team of five, and the way I thought it was going to be is that my whole team were going to run part of the leg, and then we were going to pass the baton to another team. But no, I was mistakenly wrong. My whole team had to cover the whole distance. So between the five of us, we ran from Poolbeg Lighthouse from Spanish Arch in Galway to Poolbeg Lighthouse in Dublin. That was for charity. And to this point, I've only ran to a half marathon distance. I've never ran over 21 kilometers.
And how much did you have to do? What was your contribution to it then in kilometers?
So I covered 55 kilometers over 22 hours.
In one go?
No, so my longest distance I ran was 23 kilometers, and that was at 3 a.m. Along the canal. It was
Jeepers.
an experience.
But at least the
And
distance wasn't horrific. It'd be worse if you were starting at 3 a.m. and doing like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it was a team. So there was 30 of us in total. We There was six teams of five, and each team, we all drove down to the Spanish Arch in Galway on the Saturday, and we started at 12. So one runner on each team started, and then from there, each team could make their own plan of where they swapped and what distance they wanted to do. So we ran, and then we just tagged the whole way across. Each person got a go. And then once darkness hit, we had to then have someone on the bike alongside the runner during the night.
Yeah, yeah.
So you were doing a bit of a cycle as well, and then someone had to drive the car. So there was five of us going across the country, and it took our team 22 hours. The winning team, although there was no real competition, but when you're in a group, there is a little internal competition.
Yeah.
The winning team did it in 17 hours, which was a great
Wow.
achievement for them. But
That's
then the bigger
brilliant.
achievement was that we raised €30,000 for Grow Mental Health. So all the money went to charity for a mental health charity.
Ah, that's brilliant. That's a great
Yeah,
cause as well.
yeah,
And
yeah.
is that a yearly event or was that a one-off?
So that was the first time last year that it was the first ever event that they ran, and this year they're doing it again.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then did you go on and do the Dublin Marathon then, or did that
I
replace?
did the Dublin Marathon after that, yeah, in October. It was actually funny when I did Trasna, my sister was actually due her baby, and I was due to go down to Galway on the Saturday, and my sister had her baby on the Friday evening in
Jesus.
Dublin. So I was kind of running home to see the baby because I went straight to the hospital afterwards. So it was a good little incentive to run back to Dublin to see my little new niece.
So you were doing one of your early first runs on a christening, and then you did your big long run
I
at
know.
on the birth of a child.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope my sister has no more babies because I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You'll be doing an ultra or a 100-kilometer run, or
Yeah,
maybe something else too.
yeah.
And
So I went on then to do Dublin in the October. So that was in July. I did Trasna. So then I went on to do Dublin then in October.
and how did that go?
Really well. I really, really enjoyed it. Really did. Dublin was great. Everyone told me, like, if you're ever to do a marathon, try get into Dublin because it's just spectacular. And they weren't wrong. Like, it was absolutely amazing. It was so good.
So what kind of time did you do?
I was delighted with my time. So originally, when I first started training, like everyone was kind of aiming for that 4 hours, but I did put in the training now, and I got a 3:43. So I was delighted,
Oh, that's brilliant.
really happy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was very happy, very happy.
And tell me, without giving Tomas too much advertising again on the podcast, you're a bit of a step one ambassador or
Yeah.
model, or how did that all come about then?
Yeah, so I actually reached out to Tomas just about his socks, and it was coming up to the time of the VHI mini marathon, and he before that he sponsored Killian to do the half marathon, and we actually just got chatting, and he asked me would I be interested or did I have a ticket for the VHI, and I said I did, and then he said he'd love to sponsor me, and if we wanted to do for charity, and so that's what we did. We raised money for Bodywise. It's an eating disorder company. So we raised money for them, and yeah, it was a great day, and that's how I kind of got involved in step one, and then I went up and I met Tomas and Killian, and we did like a photo shoot for the socks, and ever since that, like he's completely supported me and everything I did. And he sponsored socks for the Trasna event last year, and everyone wore his socks running from Galway to Dublin, which was great. It was great
Okay,
to wear them.
brilliant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, and
No,
me and
I
Tomas, we have a great relationship. Yeah, and we kind of both kind of we both kind of support like mental health, and that running isn't just all about like paces and PBs and running long distances. Like it's kind of it's good sometimes just to clear your head or take weight off your shoulders.
Tomas from Step One Socks was the guy who introduced me to you and was telling
Yeah.
me that you're doing a race, or
Yeah.
you're organizing a race or a charity event. Is that right?
Yes, it's on the 13th of June. So we're getting really close to it now. So 4 days away from the event. Yeah. So on Saturday, the 13th of June at 12 o'clock, I'll be starting a 24-hour run. So I'll be running 5 kilometers every hour for 24 hours.
You alone.
Me alone will be doing the 24 hours, but I have a lot of people lined up to come join me for a 5K run or maybe two 5K runs.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so
so the
yeah,
fundraising challenge is you running alone. The people that join you are there for moral support.
absolutely, yeah.
Wow, that's a big, big ask.
Yeah, so following on from Dublin in October, I people either love it or hate it. Like people either say, I've done one marathon and I'm never doing one again. Whereas I finished it and I said, oh my God, what can I do next? Like,
Yeah.
so I seen Dundee were doing a 50K in February, and I was like, oh, will I, won't I? So I bit the bullet, and a girl I know was selling her ticket. So I took her ticket, and I was like, right, I have the ticket now. I'm doing it. So I did that in February, completed it, and like that, I said, oh my God, what can I do next? I absolutely loved it. And so then I came up with this. I was like, I want to push myself even more. And I love doing things for charity. I love raising money for charities. And I said, right, I'm going to do a big fundraiser in June for charity. And I said, I'm going to run 5K every hour, not for 12 hours, for 24 hours.
Jeepers, yeah. So you
Yeah.
clearly have a long distance gene or craving or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, which is crazy because when I first in October 2023, I would have said like I was a girl who couldn't even run 5K. I never ran 10K before this, and now I'm a few days away from running 120 kilometers over 24 hours
So what's your strategy?
for
You must
the run.
you surely have a plan.
No, no. So so it's 5K every hour, starting on the hour. Because a few people have said to me, "Oh, sure, you can start your next run like halfway through the next hour. You can take your break, but that's not the aim. The aim is to start on the hour every hour."
Okay.
So just like maybe thinking back to my first ever park run, just take things nice and easy, and just like Tomas's socks, like just believe in yourself and just take the next step for every hour. I do feel like the start of every 5K every hour will be the hardest part, just stepping out into that 5K. But once I get out to it, I think I'll get into it, and just I think having people there and support is going to carry me around, just like Dublin Marathon, like having all the supporters there will make a big difference.
Yeah, and I suppose with fresh faces coming on board, that will help as well,
Yeah.
won't it? A little bit of a change of
Yeah.
scene,
Yeah.
change of.
There's even people that like I've interacted with on social media that I've actually never met in person who have said they're going to come down and run a 5K with me, which is great.
So you'll be kind of doing 30-minute 5 kilometer runs. That's taking a steady
That's
pace.
Yeah, that's the aim. 30 minutes to start, 3 minutes to start, and then if needs be, we can just slow it down to 35. I'm hoping to get maybe 20, 25 minutes rest between each one.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds a
Mm.
little bit more manageable, but then as I'm saying it's for 24 hours. It's
Yeah.
not it's not
Yeah.
like three in a row or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you think about it, like 12 o'clock midnight, we're only halfway. We have to do it all again. 12 o'clock the next day.
Wow. And you're fundraising for what was the cause again?
I'm Yeah, I'm fundraising for the Samaritans.
Okay. Do you have a page or somewhere that the listeners can go and support or donate or
Yeah,
contribute?
I have an I donate page. It's 24 hours, 5K. I think it's called 5K every 24 hours. Or if you go onto my Instagram page, I have a running kind of page on Instagram. It's Laws Fitness, and the links are all there that people want to check it out. And I have a video and stuff up about the event, so if people want to check it out there, they can have a look.
Is that LAWS fitness? No underscore or anything. It's just
So yeah, it's LAWS_fitness.
okay. And is that just for running or is that a side business you have or
No, it's kind of just my journey, like from where I started. It's just kind of me documenting all my everyday kind of gym, fitness, running. Yeah, just it kind of documents my fitness journey.
that's a kind of a noble cause. It's a great thing to do. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think like a lot of the times we go out and we're running for ourselves, which is good, and people run for mental health, which is good, or running
Yeah.
through grief.
Hmm.
But the fact that you're doing all these things and you're doing it for a cause is a fantastic thing to do, really. And I
Yeah.
hope all that
Yeah.
goes
Thank you.
well. So
Thank you.
how many people do you think are going to turn up on the day?
It's hard to know, but I've had a lot of interaction. A lot of people have said, a lot of people are mad to come out during the night. I think it's a novelty of never running 5K at 3 a.m. in the morning that everyone seems to want those hours. Everyone seems really excited to come along and support and to run. I've lined a few people up to even come morning, noon, and evening, not just one 5K. I know what they're capable of.
And is it on a track or on a route?
So it's just an industrial park in Trim. So it's two loops. one loop is 2.5K, so I'll be doing two of them repeatedly for 24 hours.
Same direction, or will you change
I might change direction. Yeah, I might change it up and go the opposite way.
just to save your right hip or your left hip,
Yeah,
depending on what?
yeah. Yeah, no, I was thinking about it the other day. I said I might do six going one way and then do six going the other way, or I might swap and change every one. I might
And
do one going the opposite way.
and when darkness falls, but thankfully it's in June, so it won't be dark for too long. But will you have? Is it floodlit, or will there be
Yeah,
cyclists?
it is floodlit. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, community. Will there be people getting behind you and bringing? Will there be a community atmosphere to it? It sounds
Yeah,
like.
absolutely. I've encouraged everyone and anyone in the community to come along, anyone in the town. And like I said, there's people traveling from far and wide to come, like people traveling from down the country, like from Nace, from Carlow, from Wicklow. There's loads of people planning to come down. It's on a weekend day, so it kind of suits some people to come down during the weekend because they won't be working and stuff. But no, definitely, I work part-time in a gym as well, so even people in there that don't call themselves runners have even said that they're just going to come out and even walk a lap or just be there to cheer me on, which is great because I definitely will need the encouragement and the support from the community to get me around. I won't be able to achieve this on my own.
I assume that you've given up the GA at this stage. You're not playing
Yeah,
mighty.
I have. Yeah. But I definitely have it still in me to go back. We'll see. I've no plans after running this 120 kilometers, so we'll see. Maybe next year I might join back.
Yeah, but I can see there's a definite bug for the long distance. So there's enough mileage and there's enough events and there's enough things that
Yeah.
you could definitely get your teeth
Oh,
into.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Get Tomas to sponsor you for all these events and get
Yeah.
the step one out there. So
Yeah, definitely.
so you are one of the faces on the website, but the fact that you're now going on and doing this wonderful event as well. Just
Yeah.
give me the dates and the details again, so that anyone that might want to travel up or travel.
Yeah, so it's on the 13th of June and I'll be starting at 12 o'clock, 12 noon. That will be my first run and I'm starting every hour on the hour. So I'll be going again at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, right through. My last run will be 11 o'clock on Sunday morning on the 14th of June. And it's from 41 Fitness in Trim. So I'll be running that loop from 41 Fitness. That will be my base in the Oak Tree Business Park.
And I assume you're not wearing the same Nova Blasts that you had back in
Mm.
23. Do you have a
I
shoe
still
set?
have them, and they will be coming out. I have a shoe rotation
Oh,
ready.
do you?
I
Do
still have
you?
them there. Yeah.
Tell
Kind of
me
soft
about that.
rotation.
Tell, tell me how that works. What are you doing?
I'll just have a few different pairs of shoes, my just my everyday kind of casual shoes that I wear on my easy runs, just to kind of change it up. Just even like a fresh pair of socks, fresh pair of shoes will make you feel. Some will give you a different bounce than another pair. Like I have my Addy Zeros, I have my Nova Blasts, I have my New Balance. Like I'll just change them up every now and like they're good shoes. Like I know well used to them, and then like that I'll be changing my socks. I'll have a few different Step One socks on.
Brilliant. And what about fueling? How are you going to work that into the whole thing? What's your
Yeah.
eating strategy? It's a bit more than fueling for a marathon, isn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely. So I definitely think like little and often, like I definitely need to be eating something small between each run. I do a big fan, like before a marathon or before a long run, like I do like a bagel. So maybe just eating a bagel, like fast acting carbs, bagel and jam. I'm a big fan of a speed dust. That works really well with me. So I'll be
Alter.
sipping away on that. Yeah, alter fuel, yeah. I
He
actually
was,
got talking to Connor about this event and I got chatting to him in Nav and he was at Radical Runners event.
yeah.
I got chatting to him, so he was giving me a few tips and yeah, the speed dust I swear by it. It's brilliant. I love it.
Do you have a particular flavor?
I was lemon soda until the raspberry came out. I'm a big raspberry fan now.
Yeah. I met him. Well, you've met Connor, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's full of energy, as you know.
Yeah.
And well, you just need to follow his Instagram page to see that
Yeah.
there's a lot of energy there. He's
Yeah.
living on speed dust, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to be a plain Jane flavor, until the Raspberry Rush came out, and I find, yeah, it's nice.
Raspberry's good, yeah.
Some
That's all
gel.
I used for my for the Dundee 50K. That's all I fueled on was the speed dust.
So you had boxes, didn't you, for Dundee? So you could have you didn't have it on you. You had
No, that was actually the good thing about Dundee. So Dundee was a 5K loop, so you just ran the loop 10 times, and every time there was like one like whole like alleyway kind of through the at the start line, and like everybody just had like their support team, their table, their tents. So kind of it was an initiative to get back to that point every lap. It kind of drove you on because you knew like your family, your friends, your fuel was all going to be at that point after
yeah.
every 5K lap, which is brilliant because you know yourself when you're carrying all the gear and all your fuel, like it does like weigh you down and you're carrying a lot. So when you knew you didn't have to carry anything with you and you knew just get to that 5K point every time to get your fuel and get your cheer and your support, you'd go again and come back and get it all again, you know.
So on the loop, did you consume a lot, or did you bring a flask around with you?
I had the little 250 ml, just kid-sized water bottles
Yeah.
filled. I think I had like 5 or 6 of them filled. So I was probably only consuming one of them every 2 laps.
Okay. Like 3 scoops in each one, or was it?
Yeah, I probably over concentrated to be honest. I had a bit much.
But
But
that's probably better than under fueling in a way. It's good
yeah,
to
yeah,
have it.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
is interesting because I do speak to a lot of people that, I mean, even casually, they go, I can't handle the gels. I can't handle the stomach, but it's great and it's even great because it kind of covers a little bit of the electrolyte and the hydration element as well, doesn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, yeah.
But
Because I was a bit apprehensive. I was a bit like, oh God, is this gonna sit well with me? Is like I was a bit nervous when I first tried it, but then I did. And I was like, wow, like this is amazing.
no, it's great stuff. Yeah, because all these, particularly if you're going into more of the endurance side of things, it's always good to have a fueling strategy that works for you and
Yeah.
alter. I mean, obviously there's other drinks mix companies out there, but it's nice to talk about the ones that we've had on as guests. So, and then after that, nothing planned, or is this your big focus, and then you'll see what happens?
Yeah, this is my big focus for now. No big plans. Who knows? I might be running Dublin this year. I might get a transfer ticket into that. I don't know. I'll see. I've also applied to do Trasna again, which is happening in August. So who knows? I might be seen doing that again.
So you're not you have a few things in the pipeline, not just taking it easy.
Sometime possibly, yeah.
So listen, Tomas had said you were inspiring, and I think it's fabulous. Like I said earlier, I think it's fabulous that you're taking the opportunity not just to run for yourself, but to run for so many other people and such a good cause. It's the Samaritans, you said, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I wish you the best of luck with that. And you can keep us posted if you would. And if people want to follow your journey, what's the best place to do it?
Follow my Instagram, Laws Fitness. You'll see we'll be keeping stories and posts up right throughout the event. We'll be keeping people updated on the event and each hour, each run.
So do you have a kind of a social media manager for the for the day?
My sister got roped into that one.
So has she got a 24-hour job on the day?
Yeah, yeah, and she'll be on standby. If I've no one to come run with me, I'll be getting her to plan her runners and come out with me.
Well, I wish yourself and your sister the best of luck then. And
Thank you.
if anyone is listening, as you said, you can follow you on Laws Fitness. So that would be
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Laura, thank you very
Thanks
much.
so much. Thanks a million for having me.
Great stuff. Thank you.
Thanks.
And that was Laura Garrigan on episode 45 of the Middle of the Pack podcast. Do hope you enjoyed that. Remember, next week we're going to have Mary Sweeney, and she is a legend in cork running. I'm sure you've heard of her. So tune in next week for Mary Sweeney. But for this week, thanks to Laura, and I wish her all the best for her fundraising this weekend. You can follow her at Laws Fitness. You can go to Laws Fitness on Instagram for ways to donate to such a wonderful cause. And really, it's, as you heard in the episode, it's a wonderful thing to be doing. And as I said, we wish Laura all the best. But for this week, thanks for listening and keep on running.